Hello! Today I am going to do my weekly what I used for my makeup or in my makeup. And it's kind of a shop my stash, I think is the YouTube term for it. But I'm kind of just making my way through my makeup, and I kind of decided that I like the idea of having a record of what I want to, what I've been using. Anyway, there's hubby. Darling, say hi.
Hi.
Echo says she misses your feet.
She misses my feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so Steve's feet says hi too, Echo. There you go. But anyway, first things first, I am still using my Guerlain Meteorites. I use this every time. Oh, powder. I use this every time I do my makeup as a finishing step so that everything looks nice and polished and smooth and, you know, things like that. This is my basket that I've been using to collect everything. And this is about a week, maybe a little bit over a week. So, and this is just makeup. So I'm going to start with eyeshadow because there's not a lot of it. I decided to use or crack into my ColourPop Going Coconuts palette. And you would think that looking at these colors that I would be very into it. But this bottom row, which actually doesn't look very dark, is very deceiving. I'm getting some baby wipes. Because it is actually a lot darker on the eyes than you see in the palette. Sorry about all that rustling. I'm trying to get baby wipes out. Anyway, so I wore this a few days ago, and look how dark that is. I guess that's considered a mid-tone, but it's dark on me. And I thought about using this bronzy color, but again, on my eyes, that looks very, very dark. Today, I am wearing this, which is kind of a shimmery champagne color, which is actually made slight rose gold to it, which is actually really pretty. So I'm liking that. And that's this one. I'm wearing that. Well, I'm not wearing that, but that's sort of like more my speed in terms of eyeshadow colors. And of course, I haven't used this last one here because that is way too dark for me. I suppose if I wanted a very sort of bronzy, smoky, like a brown smoky eye, I could wear that. But it is a really, really pretty palette, and I do actually really, really like it. So there's just a few colors in there that are a lot darker than I like or that I thought I would use. Oh, and on my lips today, I am wearing this Revlon Color Stay Limitless Matte in the pink color, which is called 007 Icon Era. Can you see that? It's actually drying on my lips, so I can't really wear it for long. So I'll wear it for as long as I'm doing this video, and then I'll take it off when I'm done. But I love the color. It's actually a really, really pretty bright pink color, and I like this color. I just can't wear it, you know, for the whole day. And then I also pulled out my very, very favorite, very old eyeshadow palette, which I think is discontinued, but you can still buy it on Amazon, I think. And so it's kind of like a combo face palette with a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer, a contour, and then a bunch of eyeshadows. You see I've hit pan on that one because obviously that's my favorite color. I had we went out boar hunting. No, we didn't go boar hunting. We went out for our wedding anniversary lunch. My wonderful hubby surprised me with a afternoon high tea at a really lovely local hotel for our wedding anniversary. and I wore this on my eyes, which is just the most perfect mid-tone rose gold color, and I absolutely love it. I don't actually have anything else, and I haven't really looked, that color in my collection, but I've hit pan. This is the palette I use whenever I travel. If I ever go anywhere where I'm away for more than just like a night or two, this is what I bring so that I can have, you know, a range of colors. And aside from this color here, I could wear all of these, and these are sort of like slightly darker but still mid-tone enough for me to wear on my eyes without too much of an issue. And then of course I can use these on my eyes too, which I do actually every now and then. I actually use that blush color a lot to blend out my eyeshadows. So I love that. Oh, I should tell you what it is. It's called the Wanderlust palette. It's very, very old, but like I said, I think you can still buy it on Amazon. I have 2 lip balm / tinted lip balms that I kind of made up myself. It's basically just lanolin, pure lanolin ointment, a little bit of lanolin oil, and then some liquid lipstick for tint, and I mix it up, and it's very, very moisturizing with a little bit of color. And I have this in my purse, and I realized that I wasn't really wearing it much, so I've swapped it out for just pure castor oil instead. And then I have a tinted lip balm in my purse that I wear if I want a little bit of extra color. So that was the pinky one, and this is kind of the reddy one, and they're both gorgeous. They're very, very me, and they are very, very, very hydrating and very, very moisturizing on my lips, which my lips really, really like. So I took them out and swapped it out for something else, but I have been using that. I use it all the time because it lives in my purse. Now, fun stuff. Look, I am almost done. There's hardly any left in it. It's so thin, and I just like, finish already. But yes, getting very, very close, and I'm actually struggling to get product out of it now, especially if I use like a giant brush like that. But yes, this is, by the way, very, very good. It's the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I wear it in ivory. Yes, 020 ivory. And I really like this. I think it was in my last one too, because I'm just working on finishing it. So there might be some kind of project pan stuff going on. There's kind of some Shop My Stash going on, you know. And on the day when we went out for the anniversary lunch, I also wore my favorite highlighter. This is kind of a pinky highlighter, and look at that, like that pink shift. I love it. It's my favorite highlighter. And again, I actually think it's discontinued as well, because, you know, stuff just gets discontinued. This is the NYX Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powder, and this is in the color Lavender Steel. Does that help? Can you see? Anyway, I do like this very much. It is one of my favorites, and I do use it quite frequently when I just want that really pretty pinky shift on my cheeks. Blush, NARS Orgasm, needs no introduction, needs no explanation. It's still my all-time favorite blush. It's getting there. I mean, I can see a lot of, I haven't hit pan, but I can see a lot of, like, you see the metal around it there? Where am I pointing? There, you see? that's gone down at least 1.5 millimeters. So I'm getting there. There will be a party the day I hit pan because this thing is so old. And what else on the eyes and lips? Ah, yes, this is a NARS Laguna and Orgasm Duo, is it? Let me have a look. Blush Bronzer Duo. Orgasm and Laguna, yes. So the words are so teeny tiny. They're hard to read. And I actually don't use this on my face. I use this as eyeshadow. So I use this on my lid, and then I use this to blend out the edges and the crease, and it works really well for me like that. And because it's a tiny size, I don't actually like using it as a bronzer and a blush words, because it's hard to get my brush in, but it's a great eyeshadow. And last thing on the eyeshadow front is this L'Oreal oil shadow. Oh, interesting. I don't actually know why it's called an oil shadow. And this is in the color, what color is this in? Extraordinaire, I think. It's teeny tiny writing here. I think it's in the color Extraordinaire because it says so there as well, but it's hard to tell. I don't know why they put it in such small, tiny writing, but it's like that. It's very pretty. It's very shimmery. You can tell the kind of colors I like, right? These sort of peachy with a gold shift that would make a pretty blush topper to, you know, those sort of mid-tone browns. That's pretty much my go-to. I'm very boring like that, but look how pretty that is. And again, I tend to use this less all over the lid and more just to blend out the edges of my eyeshadow. And then, okay, eye stuff. For eyeliner, I've been using my Mecca Max Zoom Shadow Stick in matte. You're gonna twist it up. You can see that it's sort of pretty flat, because what I do is I take a brush and sort of like get it off and then apply it. And these shadow sticks are at the moment the only thing that works on my very watery eyeballs. So that's what I've been doing for eyeliner. The few times I do wear eyeliner, I'm not wearing eyeliner today because I can't be bothered. Eyeliner is a bit of a faff, so I don't do that very much. For eyebrows, I've just been using what's left of the L'Oreal Infallible is it L'Oreal Infallible? L'Oreal something. The one that's really popular in the pink tube that I can't remember the name of, but this is in the black brown color, and I've mixed it with super ultra uber strong hold hair gel so that I get the right color for my brows, but I also get super duper hold. And then for eyebrow pencils, I was going through and trying out a bunch of them to see if I like them and if I want to decide if I'm going to keep them or declutter them. I have this eyebrow pencil I think I got from Daiso maybe for like $3. This is actually really light and a much sort of lighter medium brown on me, and you can see my brows are quite dark, but I think I did use this today, and it's not bad if I go over it then with the brow gel, and it works that way. It doesn't work on its own because it's just way too light, but it does work with the brow gel on top. And then I was using the Wet n Wild one. Again, it's the triangular tip brow pencil. The colors are very similar, but again, it works with the brow gel. And then this one, oh, this is the Ulta. I thought it was the Essence. Did I not use the Essence one? I'm not crazy about the Essence one. I kind of feel as though it like wears off really fast. This is the Ulta one. And this one, for some reason, is hard to apply. Like, it takes a lot of work to get the color out. But I have a hard time getting rid of stuff, which is going to be interesting when we downsize and I have to declutter. Good luck to me. So I'm working my way through these, and I kind of just rotate through them. This is my favorite. This and the Benefit is my favorite, and I've pretty much been using this every other day other than when I use this. So I use this the most. I still haven't sharpened it. I've had this since, I have been using this since, I date everything. So I have been using this since the 27th of July last year, 2023. So I've been at it for almost a year, and I have not sharpened this. I'm still working on it. So I have no idea how long this is going to last me, but probably the rest of my life. But this is my favorite in terms of like the color. I really like that color. It's just, it's dark enough that it works on my eyebrows even without the brow gel. So that's been eyebrows this week. My brain just stopped for a minute. My brain just kind of stopped for a minute there. Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour. 24 Fresh Look Long Wear Foundation. I have no idea how long I've had this, but it looks, I'm just going to shine it through the light. It's kind of hard to tell. And I can't seem to open the lid is not openable. But it looks like I'm about down to here from what I can kind of tell. I'm trying. It's like, but it looks like I'm about down to there. And anyway, I've weirdly had trouble with this foundation for a very long time, and I didn't use it for quite a while. And I finally picked it up to use it again. What color am I? It doesn't say. No color shifting, blah, blah, transfer. 10 Ivory. Oh, it's like teeny tiny. This stuff is not made for granny eyes, okay? Why is it so small? But it says 10 Ivory. Oh gosh, look at me. I'm reading like I'm an old person. I am an old person. 10 Ivory. So, but recently, because of the change in my skincare routine, and you can watch me yammer on about my skincare routine in a different video, but I do have a recent video of my current active skincare routine. That's what I'm doing in the mornings, and my DIY sheet mask routine, which is what I do in the evenings most nights, except when I'm lazy or I forget. My skin's improved a lot, and now this actually looks good on me, so yay. And for the wedding anniversary, you can see I didn't use much foundation this. Oh no, that's not true. I used this too. The Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint in the shade 05. I have no idea what it's called. I can tell it's in the shade 05 because it says 05 there. But yes, I've been using, I used this a couple of times. That's very nice. I used this a couple of times. I like that. And of course, I used this every time I wasn't putting on foundation, which was probably 2-3 times this week and today. Because today? Yes, and today. Because I couldn't be asked. And I'm trying to finish this up. And for the wedding anniversary lunch, I got very fancy and I wore my Gucci foundation. This foundation, okay, it is eye-wateringly expensive, so I wouldn't be buying it now, but back in the day I did buy it, and we were in the US when I bought it, so it was a lot cheaper as well. So it's been, I've had this for a couple of years now, so, and I have it in the color Fair 140W, and I don't know if you can actually see that, but it's called the Beauty Fluid, oh my word, Natural Finish Fluid Foundation. It's written there as well. But say what you like about drugstore foundations getting a lot better. They are, and they're being affordable. They're not that affordable here in Australia. I mean, a drugstore foundation is $30 to $40 here in Australia at the drugstore. So you kind of have to wait till they're on sale, and then you can kind of get it at 20 to 30% off, which means you're paying like $20 to $30 for a drugstore foundation. And forget about the $5 foundations that you can get in the US, or the $2.99 foundations or whatever it is. That ain't gonna happen here in Australia. So this was painfully expensive, but it is one of my nicest looking foundations on me, which I wore yesterday, and it was really, really pretty. I do kind of save it a bit for special occasions, but I'm trying to do that less as well and just use my stuff, which is kind of part of what all this is about. So there's that. I use this lip balm. This, I think, is also, I don't know why they discontinued it, because this is actually a really nice lip balm. I've gone through the red one, a couple of the red ones, and this is sort of my pink one. It's made in Italy. It's number 4. I don't actually know what it's called. Lip Stories Balm. It's like there. It's basically a lip balm, and it's very moisturizing. It's got a lovely tint to it. It looks very pretty on the lips. So I've been wearing that sort of on the days when I haven't really wanted like lipstick, or, you know, wanted to use my usual lip stains, and I just kind of throw that on. And last, I have contour. So I think if you watched my last video, maybe, I was talking about how my favorite NYX, I forget now. I might have been talking about my favorite NYX contour running out, or hitting pan and running out, and it's been discontinued, and it's actually a blush. It's this one. It's the NYX High Definition Blush in Taupe. And I could hear the cries of anguish across the internet when this got discontinued, and I am like, there's a huge chunk of this missing, and it was going down really fast. So I went on the hunt for a replacement, because you can't get that one for love of anything. And I hopped onto one of the Chinese websites. I don't remember if it was Shein or Temu, one of those. And please don't come at me for, you know, shopping at those sites. We do what we do, and we buy what we can when we afford it. It used to be I could afford a Gucci foundation. I cannot anymore, because I no longer work in the corporate world, and I work for myself. And so now I shop elsewhere. And so this is a Chinese brand. It's called Mei Cheer. And actually, Sea Beauty is actually starting to really like take off and become a lot better. Anyway, this one's called Mei Cheer. And this is the 3-dimensional 2-color contouring powder. It is in 01. And it looks like this. And it's cool toned enough. I mean, for me, what I really wanted was something cool toned. And this is cool toned enough. I mix the two together to work as a contour for me. And I do like that. That works. It's not, it doesn't look exactly like my NYX. But the thing I liked about the NYX was because it was cool toned. So that's what I liked. And so I like that. I used that once. Well, did I? Yes, I only used that once. And then there was this, which is from NYCE Makeup, the sculpting powder, Omega Matte. I don't know what color it is or what it was. It's some kind of nameless brand, but again, the color works for me because again, it's sort of like more that cool tone. I really just didn't want anything that was really bronzy and really orange and really warm toned because it just didn't work as a contour on me. And that works as a contour. And I think this one is probably my favorite, which is the I don't even know if you can see this. It's the 04. It's called Mafic. Pardon the... This is one of those really shiny ones where the moment you touch it, there's like a gazillion. That's me. My phone is balanced on my ALEXA. It's a really professional setup here. But anyway, this is actually my favorite. It's probably a bit darker than the other ones, but I like the color the best of the three. And yes, so these have all been working really well. I did go to Mecca and they had a Kevin O'Quan one, which was really nice. The color was beautiful, but it was $80. And I was like, oh, no. So I think these were all anywhere between $3 and $5 each. And I can cope with that. And these days, I love a good bargain. So yes, these are between $3 to $5 each. And I am going to quite happily use these and use them once my NYX one is finished. And I'm going to be working on my NYX one until that's done now. And then I'm quite happy with the fact that I do have some options of these that I can keep going once those are gone. And well, and that's it. That was the week. Well, was it the week? I think it might have been from Friday or Saturday last week. So a little over a week, 8 days, 9 days, maybe around about there. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will catch you next time. Do all the YouTube-y things. And what shall we do? Do we want to leave an emoji? I'm so bad at these outros. So bad at these outros. Leave something pink. That's it. I've got nothing. So please leave something pink. And I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.